new ideas. So in addition to what you see here, there's also going to be a mock interview program that's going to be announced really soon. But I'll spend a little bit of time and share with you what each of these segments means. So if we go to the next session, or sorry, next slide. So the career development webinars, these are sessions done by Zoom. These are open to anybody. You do not need to be in zone 33 or 34, Rotary or Rotaract. You can be anybody. And you can see the various topics that we've had. We've got one coming up in April. We have May, June, and July already scheduled. You can find more information at the website. Now look at that website at the bottom, rotary.works. No .com, no .org, just rotary.works. That'll take you, redirect you to the section of our zone website that is devoted to Rotary Works. And you can see the schedule and you can register for these. There are two ways to register. For people who are Rotarians or Rotaractors, it can be done through DAC-DB. For people who are prospective Rotarians or guests or family members, they can do it as a guest registration. So, I would invite you to take a look. And also, all of these topics have been recorded. So if anybody is interested and wants to go back and take a look at what some of these previous topics delivered, you're able to do that. So who delivers them? Well, it's a variety of people. Most of them are volunteers who are seeing this opportunity to provide vocational service. So they're Rotarians within our zones. In a few cases, they are people from outside of Rotary, but most of the volunteers are Rotarians who have stepped up to the plate and said, this was my career or this is my career, and I'm happy to donate my time and my talent to make this work. These are free, they're open to anybody. The next slide talks about a portion of our program, which is mentoring, or we call it coaching. So if you are in a profession and you're thinking about moving to a different profession, you would be eligible to request a coach. Or if you are a young professional, or if there is a Rotaractor who's interested in finding out more about a profession, that would mean you could request a coach. So we have an individual who is the team lead, and he works to take a look at the requests that come in, and then he will pair people with a primary mentor to set up generally weekly meetings. They have three different kinds of coaches in this program. There's something, the coordinating coach, and that's what I just mentioned. That's the primary mentor, and that person generally will meet with an individual every week. Then there's somebody that we call a preparatory coach. That's a person who will work with the individual to help prepare and implement the job search. Could help with resume preparation, could help with cover letters, could be available in other areas if necessary. And then we have connecting coaches. These are people that are subject matter experts, and they help to develop a network. And the network is important, as you know. I mean, how do people find jobs? It's who you know. I mean, it always has been and always will be. So it's not to say you shouldn't have a definite set of skills. You must, but it also helps to have a strong network. So the next slide talks about the fact that, yes, we are interested in having people become coaches. So if you are interested in doing that, if you have some time and you want to put your vocational service to work, we're actively looking for people who want to serve. And you can make that connection at the website, and you can see that Steve Aegis is our team lead. But if you visit rotary.works and you click on the link and say, I'd like to volunteer, he will be in touch with you. The next slide talks about a really exciting opportunity that is launching on March the 1st, right around the corner. That's Monday. We have a job board. The job board is a place for both employers and job seekers. We tested this concept in District 6980. And we tested it so that we could work on the things that need to be improved, and how we could get information done differently. So what happens here, if you're an employer, here's a place where you can advertise any kind of opportunity you may have available: a full-time job, a part-time job, a temporary job, a volunteer job, whatever it is, internship. And job seekers have then the opportunity to look at that posting, and they have an opportunity to upload a profile. Now, the profile is minimal, but it links to their LinkedIn information, because LinkedIn is the professional online tool that really talks more about a person's background and provides what in today's world is looked at as an electronic resume. So that job board, as I mentioned, is going to be active on March the 1st. So hopefully you can take a look at Rotary.works, hit the link, and be connected. And then the next one talks about our impact fund. I think this is the part of our program that makes this service so unique from any others that are out there around the Rotary world or elsewhere. This is a program that's going to provide grants to Rotarians or Rotaractors who have had some kind of unanticipated career financial stress during their transition. This says it's going to launch in April, but we have met our fund development goal, so we may be opening up this a bit sooner. I do want to thank you. Your district 7770 has pledged a significant amount of money to this fund. So that's wonderful. You're not only promoting the project, you're supporting it financially. So I want to personally thank your governor and your governor-elect and your leadership line, because that's really important for us. If you'd like to individually donate, or if your club would like to donate, you can also do that if you visit the website. There is a link for credit cards, or you can also send a check to our zone treasurer, and all of this information is available on the website. The final part of this program, if you go to the next slide, talks about our online resources. There is a section on our website that has a location that is housing information, articles, videos, information that you can find instantly without having to search all over the web. So if you're in that position, or if a member of your club is in that position, or if you know of somebody who needs that help, this is another part of Rotary Works that is open, because the website is open, but it does have basic information that we have vetted, so that we're putting only the best information we can find, and it's there, and then you don't have to do the searching. And if we go to the last slide is my call to action for you. And the way that you can help, you've already as a district donated, but if you'd like to write an article, maybe some of you are in careers where you're thinking, wow, I'm in this career and we don't have enough gender diversity. I'd really like to write an article about that. We'd love it. We have a newsletter that goes out monthly. We have spots on the website. Also, think about whether or not becoming a career coach, doing some mentoring as part of vocational service, would be something that fits into your professional and personal life right now. And finally, the most important, we want you to share this information. The Rotary Works team is available to come to club meetings and do a presentation very similar to the one I'm doing right now. I hope that you'll share information. If you have a newsletter, if you have information, if you have a website, and you include this in your communication, we would really appreciate it, because that's how we will get the word out. And remember, it is only for Rotarians and Rotaractors in zones 33 and 34, the segments that I mentioned, the career series and the online research. Obviously, anybody can do that, but to get the career mentoring, to get into the job board, to get a grant from the impact fund, you must be in the magic of Rotary. So again, happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you so much, Director Stephanie. It's great to hear how Rotary is reaching out to help people, especially during a time like we are now when people are in need of jobs. That's very heartening to hear that. Again, we urge everyone to put your questions in the chat box, and if we have time, we'll answer those questions. Lou is answering the questions also in the chat box. So,
Oh, go ahead, Lou, answer the questions. That's good. I don't need to answer them. You can answer them, Lou.
No, I don't know nearly as much as you do, Stephanie.
Just teasing.
So with that, since it's 10:15, we'll go ahead and move on to our next speaker for this morning. And I can tell you, I am truly humbled to introduce our next speaker, who is